distinctly known by their foreign titles. Filmmakers are referred to by the names they are known by in the West. This has resulted in some inconsistencies, especially in terms of Chinese language filmmakers. John Woo, for example, with the family name last, but Wong Kar-wai with the family name first. I apologize in advance for the many inconsistencies produced by grappling with the world's many languages through the prism of only one of them. Chapter 1. What does film music do? What does film music do? Since many in the audience do not even hear it, what good is it? I'd like to begin to answer these questions by looking at film music in action, by analyzing how music operates in a sequence I hope will be familiar to most readers, the torture sequence from Quentin Tarantino's Reservoir Dogs, 1992, which features the song, "Stuck in the Middle with You." Film music, whether it is a pop song, an improvised accompaniment, or an originally composed cue, can do a variety of things. It can establish setting, specifying a particular time and place. It can fashion a mood and create atmosphere. It can call attention to elements on-screen or off-screen, thus clarifying matters of plot and narrative progression. It can reinforce or foreshadow narrative developments and contribute to the way we respond to them. It can elucidate characters' motivations and help us to know what they are thinking. It can contribute to the creation of emotions, sometimes only dimly realized in the images, both for characters to emote and for audiences to feel. Film music can unify a series of images that might seem disconnected on their own and impart a rhythm to their unfolding. While it is doing all of this, film music encourages our absorption into the film by distracting us from its technological basis. Its constitution as a series of two-dimensional, larger-than-life, sometimes black and white and sometimes silent images. Of course, film music doesn't do all of these things all of the time, but music is so useful to film because it can do so much simultaneously. A multi-purpose musical cue. Take the song "Stuck in the Middle with You," heard blasting from an on-screen radio, accompanying the torture of a uniformed cop at the mercy of a psychotic criminal, Mr. Blonde. A bubblegum hit of the 1970s recorded by Steeler's Wheel and aimed at the teen and preteen market, the song by conventional measures is no more memorable than any other catchy tune of that era. But in Reservoir Dogs, it demonstrates how music can be a controlling force in determining how we respond to a film. One of film music's primary functions is to create mood, an important component in how an audience responds. A torture sequence would seemingly create considerable tension in an audience forced to watch it. What is so interesting about "Stuck in the Middle with You" is its power both to alter that expected mood and to distance us from the violence. The very elements that make the song sound innocuous, its chirpy melody, conventional rhythms, banal lyrics, and predictable and uncomplicated harmonies, belie the grisly nature of the sequence, dissipating the tension inherent in the situation and replacing it with an uncomfortable irony. The music is, in fact, so powerful in creating mood that when Mr. Blonde momentarily walks outside the warehouse where the torture is taking place and the song drops out, the mood is dramatically altered. Tarantino is certainly not the first nor the last director to pair brutal images with frothy music for ironic effect. Stanley Kubrick pioneered the practice in A Clockwork Orange, 1971, where Singin' in the Rain accompanied a graphic murder. In fact, it has become so commonplace to accompany violence with lighthearted music that the New York Times titled its 1994 commentary on the practice, "It's got a nice beat, you can torture to it." The pairing of brutality with bubbly music in Reservoir Dogs remains amazingly effective nonetheless. Songs, when the audience recognizes them, can be a particularly effective way of generating a specific atmosphere. Remember that we've been told what we need to know about the song by Mr. Blonde. Ever listen to K. Billy's Super Sounds of the 70s? And the DJ who introduces it as a Dylan-esque pop bubblegum favorite. Few of us might remember the 1970s, but if we do, a certain set of associations are activated. The vapidness of the me generation, its superficiality, its apathy. For audience members who can recall these associations, the banality of the song is heightened.